In this video, I'm going to be showing you the 4 AI agents that I use that make businesses an extra $100,000 a month. Now, unlike you've probably seen, unlike you've probably heard on YouTube, on the internet, there aren't a million different AI agents out there, but it really boils down in simplicity to 4 main AI agents. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be as simple as I can on explaining these agents and explaining how you can actually create these agents for yourself and for your business. So make sure you stay right until the very end, as I'm giving away an exclusive opportunity for people who stay right until the very end that could change the course of you and your business's future forever with AI. So with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So it boils down in simplicity again to 4 main AI agents. Now there's one here that I'll kind of explain a little bit more, but it comes down to 4 main AI agents. So what actually are these 4 AI agents, and how can you actually make one for yourself and for your business? So we're going to talk about agent 1, which is the AI automations agent. Now, what you're going to want to do for there and how you're going to want to create this, and I'll explain this kind of as we go and you get the idea, is you're going to use Go High Level to set up these AI automations. So you can think of Go High Level as the house that all of the AI agents kind of live together in. So this is the basic. This is why it's number 1. So you're just going to use Go High Level to do this. And then you're going to create automations for each source of traffic. So when I say traffic, I mean wherever your leads come from, right? So from ads, from lead scrape, from referrals or old clients, from inbound, anywhere that you get your leads, and we'll talk more about how we can actually personalize this. But you're just going to create automations for each source of traffic. And then from there, you're going to use this, and you're going to use this, reminders with text, email, and calling. Now, the calling is a separate agent that we're going to talk about a little bit later, but you're going to do this through SMS, email, and calling. Now, there's 2 main automation groups. There's 2 main automation groups within this AI agent, and that is real-time automations and delayed automations. So we'll talk about each. We'll talk about real-time automations. So what a real-time automation is inside of Go High Level, inside this agent, is when the lead does X, right? So when the lead opts in, watches a call or watches a video, books a call, the automation will happen in real time. So you're going to set the trigger for whatever you want X to be, right? You run a business, you obviously know some systems that work. You can plug this into that. Then you're going to want to create workflows for each of those triggers, right? And so this is my actually Go High Level snapshot. So, booking automations, form automations, new lead nurturings, anything like that you want to create. Now, a big one is obviously booking calls, right? We talked about having the trigger as whatever. A big one is when a lead books a call, right? Because you want them to be as nurtured as possible. You want them to feel that you're as professional as possible. So that's a big one you're going to want to set up. AI caller automation, and this is, again, we'll talk about this a little bit later with the AI calling agents. And then the sequences from the ads. Now, we'll talk about all of this a little bit later. You can come back to this afterwards. So from there, talk about this a little bit later. But that's for the real-time automations. Now we're going to look at the delayed automation side of this. So this is pretty much the opposite, right? When the lead does X, the automation will happen in a specified time frame. So it can be anywhere from 1 second to 1 week. And then from there, you're just going to create the workflows for those triggers, right? So again, you're just going to want to create them. Now, big ones for these, right? Unlike book calls, big ones for these, for the delayed automations, are follow-ups, reminders, reactivation, reviews, referrals, and pretty much, again, whatever automation you want. Now, the big ones, the big 2 we're going to look at, though, is follow-ups and reminders. Because, again, you want the lead to be as nurtured as possible. You want it to feel as, your business is as professional as possible, and that you deserve their business. So with all of that, you have hundreds of possibilities, right? Just from your real-time ones to your delayed ones, you have hundreds of possibilities. And that's all within this AI agent. That's all within Go High Level when you're setting this up. Hundreds and hundreds of possibilities. Now, we're going to look at agent 2, which is the AI calling agent, right? We talked about this before. Now, within this, there are two types of this AI agent, right? There's two types, there's two modifications, and that's inbound and outbound. So we're going to look at inbound. So you can think of the AI caller basically as your receptionist, right? So booking appointments, appointment confirmations, question handling, pretty much anything on a receptionist. Think when you call into a business, anything that receptionist can do. Now, what you're going to want to do to actually create this is you're going to program and set up the AI caller with a business phone number. Now, you're going to do that through Synflow. Now, if you're not new to my channel, you'll know how much I talk about Synflow, but Synflow is basically just an AI caller that sounds exactly like a human. You can converse with it. It sounds like a human. It's just an AI caller. Now, from there, to actually create this, you're going to create an appointment setting script in ChatGPT for you and your business's nature and for its name. So I'm not gonna read this word for word. This is a script you can use in ChatGPT to actually make these. So you can see, create a natural, realistic AI caller script for, HVAC industry, for solar, for whatever. The AI is calling a lead who filled out a form, clicked an ad, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You kind of get the gist of it. So from there, you're going to plug this script from that you get from ChatGPT. You're going to plug it into Synflow for the AI calling appointment setter. And then from there, it's going to act and talk exactly like your receptionist, right? Anyone calling into your business is going to act exactly like your receptionist. Now, this is what it can sound like. I unfortunately can't actually show this in the video, but if you click the first link in the description of this video and book a call with me and my team, we can actually walk you through this and show you this and actually show you how one of these can work for you and your business. So from there, it comes down to booking the calls, right? Because if a lead calls into your business, if they don't obviously book a call, if they're not interested, what's the point of that, right? So it comes down to booking the call. So what you're going to want to do from there is simply connect your Synflow to your Go High Level to integrate your calendar. So you're going to have your calendar inside of Go High Level. And all you're going to want to do from there is connect Synflow, connect the AI caller to it. And then from there, the AI caller will automatically book the inbound calls directly to it, right? So it'll go through the script. Everything is done directly on the call, and it'll go to your calendar on Go High Level. And that's how that inbound caller is going to work. So now we're going to look at outbound. And this is a pretty similar process, but you can think of this as your sales team, right? So you can call and convert potential leads. You can call and scrape new leads if you go that direction. And you can instantly call leads when they do X. So very similar to the automations, right? But we're going to do this as a caller, not just an SMS, not just an email, as we talked about. We're going to do this from the caller. So now to set this one up, to set the outbound caller up, you're going to program and set up the AI caller with a different script objective, right? So this one's for inbound. Now, you're going to create one for an outbound calling script, right? And this is a very simple one. Again, you can use this. I'm just going to read the first little bit of this. Write me an outbound cold calling appointment setter script for an AI caller that is setting appointments with, again, target audience, homeowners in Texas. So you can go from there. Then you can plug that script, again, into Synflow for the AI calling appointment setter, very similar to the inbound. And then from there, you might ask, how can we actually use this agent to convert the leads, right? Because we're getting the AI caller to obviously call these. But again, what good is it if, again, they don't book the call, if they don't convert? So now we're going to look at Agent 3, which is the AI ad generator. So this agent, this AI ad generator agent, how it's going to work is you're going to generate scripts for the ads in ChatGPT, right? So generate a high converting ad script for Facebook, Instagram, targeting, specific audience, whatever. You can read that, screenshot that, whatever. And then from there, you're going to put the scripts into Arcad's AI or Zeedly AI. Now, again, if you're not new to my channel, you'll know how much I talk about this. But basically what these are is they create UCG ads, right? These are all done with AI. This isn't a real person. I'll show you an example afterwards. This isn't a real person, and it's all done with AI, and it's scarily, replicant to an actual person doing this. Now, I'll take you to Arcad's AI kind of website. It gets you some idea, but create winning ads with AI actors, right?
Avoid these two mistakes if you have an Android phone. Number one is getting
a real person. That's done with AI. So now you're going to wait for the human-like ads to generate. And it's going to look something like this. This is some ads that me and my team have actually generated. So we'll show you this in the video. It's going to look like this. Now, once you have these, you're going to create a form. So this is kind of separate, but you're going to create a form to get the leads information or attach your website if you already have a form, right? So, you know, if you already have a contact us form, an information form, you're just going to connect that to your Go High Level. But if you don't, you're just going to create one through Go High Level. And now it's very simple. You're going to want to keep this simple. All you're going to want to add is their name, their email, and their phone number. And that's all the information you need for these AI agents. And you're going to run those on, again, Facebook and Instagram. And then from there, another thing we can use with AI, this is kind of outside the agent, but if you want to optimize this even more, you can optimize and review the ad and the ad performance with ChatGPT, right? So with the scripts you generate, you can, monitor your progress on Facebook and Instagram when you're running these. You can put all this information into ChatGPT and it will optimize and review it all for you. So now from there, these two agents can come together to create Agent 2.5. And that's kind of what we talked about before. And this is the AI lead converter. Now, you can think of this not even, as much as an agent, but just kind of how these come in conjunction with each other. So you're just going to create the AI ad generator and the calling AI agent to convert the leads, right? So we talked about how we're going to convert it up here. And this is kind of how we're going to do that. So we're going to get the AI caller to instantly call the lead when they do X, right? So when they opt in from the funnel, when they book a call, when they watch your video, if you have a VSL, whatever. And then from there, all you're going to want to do is create a smart action in Go High Level. So again, that kind of comes down to our automations AI agent. So you're just going to create a smart action. It's exactly like this, right? If you're going to send an email, if you're going to do any sort of action, but you're just going to create it so that you can do it with the AI caller from Synflow. Since this isn't directly through Go High Level, you're just going to want to create a smart action. Then you're going to call the lead using the information they gave, right? As I talked about before, all you're really going to need is their number and their phone. If you want to do some automations with your automations agent, you can do it with an email as well. But basically, all you're going to want to do is their name and their number. And then from there, you're going to get a list of leads. So this is my actually Go High Level, snapshot. It's going to look something like this. You'll get their name, you get their number, and you'll get their email. Now from there, you're going to contact these leads via the AI caller with Synflow. Now to do this, all you're going to want to do is connect Synflow to your Go High Level. So this is extremely simple, right? There's prompts, there's links directly on Synflow to do this, but you're going to have to connect Synflow to your Go High Level to do this. Now you can do this through two ways. So you can do this directly through Synflow or through Go High Level. Now if you're doing it through Synflow, you can do this manually, and you're just going to import this list that you get from Go High Level directly into Synflow, and then from there, the AI caller, the Synflow caller, will call the leads, and then all automatically, it's going to book it to your calendar. It's going to go through, the script you gave it, and so you're going to create a during call action, and then it's going to just book it directly to your calendar, all automatically. This all happens in real time. So if you're going to want to do this the Go High Level way, this is more an automatic way, right? Especially if you're running the ads. You're just going to want to create or import a smart list and add them to the workflow that automatically gets the AI to call them. Or if you want to simplify it even further and do this more automatically, you can just create a lead tag automation. And then from there, as soon as the lead does X, right? As soon as they opt in from the call, as soon as they book an appointment, they're going to be labeled a lead. And then from there, the AI caller is going to automatically call them, right? You're going to set up that smart action, and it's going to go all automatically to your calendar. And so that's kind of the 2.5. That's the AI lead converter that we're going to talk about. So those are the first three agents that we're going to talk about. Now, the fourth AI agent is the AI customer support agent. So we're trying to look at all angles here with these AI agents. So it comes down to two kind of ways that you want to approach this. Either the support chatbot or the phone call chatbot. Now, these ones don't really work in conjunction with each other. You can go either way with this. But we're going to look at the support chatbot first. So how this support chatbot works is you're going to create a website AI chatbot and give it your knowledge of the business, right? So if you ever see a question mark at the bottom of websites, that's what this is going to be. Now to create this, and this is an efficient way to do it, you don't want to overthink this, you want to do it as simply as possible. Just leave a 20 to 30 minute voice note in ChatGPT that explains everything in your business with, its numbers, its problems, anything. Just spitball 20 to 30 minutes. And then afterwards, you're going to want to ask ChatGPT for any other questions that it needs to know to actually optimize and, set up this AI chatbot to the best of its abilities. Now from there, you're just going to put this into Tidio. Now what Tidio is, it's pretty much like the Synflow, but just for AI support chatbots. Now, to program this, right, after you put this voice note into Tidio, you're just going to program the chatbot, and it's going to have 24/7 customer support and inquiries. It's going to automate your FAQs, and it's going to book appointments and qualify leads directly on the website, right? So you can think of this as the AI calling agent, but just for the website. And then from there, to book the appointments from the AI chatbot into your calendar, all you're going to want to do is, again, connect your Go High Level, and then it's all going to automatically go into your calendar. So that's the support chatbot, through the website. Now we're going to talk about the phone call chatbot. Now these hold, kind of the same connotations, but how you're going to create this and how it's different is you're going to create a Synflow widget that the lead can call on the website. So instead of the question mark at the bottom of the page being to chat with a bot, you can have it call actually a widget assistant. Now, to set this up, if you want to go this route, all you're going to want to do is you're going to want to give it your knowledge base and your prompts. So you can go through the script again. I'm not going to read this. You can screenshot this, whatever. But from there, after you get the script, you're just going to plug it into this, or plug it into Synflow, into your chat widget. And then the lead can, on the website, call this, and they can talk with it directly on the website. And then from there, again, just like the AI, or just like the outbound caller work, just like the inbound caller works, it's going to book the appointments directly to the calendar, all automatically, right? So that kind of tackles the AI customer support agent. That's the agent 4. Now, that's pretty much everything. And from there, you have all the steps to build one for yourself and for your business, right? This covered pretty much all 4 pillars in your business that you can automate and you can, add with better efficiency to your business. And with that, make loads of extra money completely on autopilot. Turning your business from this without AI, without all these AI agents, from every business, optimizing and maximizing your business's efficiency, to this with AI, with all these AI agents, with maximizing all of these areas. Now, if everything is still confusing and you don't really know where to start, you can book a free implementation call. This is what I talked about at the beginning of the video. You can book a free implementation call with me and my business, where we go in depth, step by step, into how we can actually implement this into your business ASAP. Now, if you don't want to implement this into your business, if you want to be behind the curve with AI and not maximize everything you can in your business, don't book a call with me and my team, right? We only want to talk to serious people. We want to talk with action takers. And so if you're interested in this, if everything's interesting but you don't know where to start, you can book a free call with me and my team. First link in the description of this video. So you have everything to gain. Even if you just walk away with the potential life-changing free value afterwards that we're going to give you, you have nothing to lose. Completely for free, information that could potentially change you and your business's life forever. I think it's a no-brainer. So click the first link in the description below in this video and book your free AI implementation call with me and my team. And with all that being said, we hope to speak with you and how we can actually transform your business with AI. And we hope that you and your business crushes it in 2025 with AI.